afternoon, and welcome to this week's version of Techy Tuesday. Last week we covered marking items as spam, or marking them as archive, or deleting them, and even giving them labels. Today we're going to look more at the settings and the composure of emails within Gmail. First thing I want to do is I want to navigate to the settings cog in the top right and select See All Settings. Now there are a ton of settings you can change in here, but there's a couple that I really want to focus on. Conversation view. Some people don't like their emails all grouped together in one thread. If this is you, turn conversation view off. I like mine grouped together. It helps me stay organized. Another thing to look at is your signature. If you do not have a signature, make sure to select Create New, give the signature a name, and use the default email signature that was given to you earlier this year to paste in. You copy and paste the template in, and then simply plug in your information. Another thing to look at is the vacation responder. This account currently has it off. But if you were going on vacation next week, you could simply click vacation responder on and give it a first day and a last day, name it out of office. Type in a brief message here about who they should contact since you're out of office, and then hit Save Changes. For these purposes, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because we're not creating an out-of-office response. But this is something neat to let people know that's why you're not responding right away, so they don't think that you're just ignoring them. Once you have made any changes, be sure to select Save Changes. If you do not save changes, the changes you just made will not be saved. We're going to navigate back to Settings and See All Settings. One other thing we want to look at are the advanced settings here. So one thing I like to do are set up templates. So if I'm sending an email to someone that I simply just need to go back and plug in names in or something like that, or it's a response that I send often because I'm telling someone how to do something, I can go to templates and I can enable that. And then once I enable it, I can hit Save Changes. Now, when I go to compose an email and I click the three dots for more options, I now have the templates option here. So I can type up an email that says, this is one that I commonly send out, to access Schoology, so I want to save this as a template. Correct it all, and I'm going to name it. So I can do this. Simply click the three dots, templates, and I'm going to save this draft as a template. I'm going to save it as a new template, and I'm going to save it as Schoology. So now I can delete this, and I can go to Compose, and say somebody's asked me, my Schoology isn't working. I can simply go to here, select Templates, Schoology, and it plugs in that email already there. So I don't have to worry about typing it up, especially if it's something I have to type a lot and I respond with the same exact message over and over. So that's one of the great things here. One other thing that you want to look at are your more options. Say you're sending important information and you want to make sure that the recipient has received it. You can always request a read receipt. When you do this, it will flag those emails when they receive them to send you a read receipt. But it was simply just click here, request read receipt. So that's simply there. Another thing to look at when composing emails is make sure when you send, say I don't want to send this just yet. I want to wait and send it to active hours. Since students maybe aren't at school on a certain day or something like that, we're having a PD day and I'm typing it up, but I want to make sure it sends at 8 o'clock in the morning, I can go and click the arrow up next to send, and I can schedule the send out, but I have to have at least one recipient, so I'm going to give myself the recipient. Now I can schedule this to send out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. or if say it's tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. or you can pick a date and time. These are something that's great to do, and it's scheduled send. Once I compose that, and schedule to send, it goes into my scheduled folder. So that way I know that it's there. And it will be going out at 8 o'clock. Now I can go back and make edits before then if I need to and cancel the send anytime before 8 a.m. tomorrow. So once you do that schedule, it's not necessarily gone. I hope this information helps you get through composing some messages, learning a few things about about Gmail. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the EdTech department. Thank you once again.